What unit are you fellows with?
The 1st Rockbridge Artillery.
Okay, I'm from Chesterfield County. I've lived there all my life, and I've learned to love Amelia. I used to come out to some property that was deeded by the King of England, and it's still in the same family. I mean, Virginia's still Virginia in a lot of places. Are you guys lifelong Virginians?
I was born in Texas, but grew up here in Virginia.
Oh, well, you're a lifelong. So when did you come here?
I was 2 years old in 2002.
Well, you're lifelong.
Lived outside of Richmond my whole life.
Right. I've lived in Chesterfield my entire life. So I was going to ask you guys about the reenacting, and I came out here to Sailor Creek, and I've been talking to a lot of guys, thinking about doing it myself. I've been taking some lessons out in Charlottesville with a guy named Al Underwood about the acting in media, but the Hollywood doesn't give the story. They have their own version, and it's not what my version is of growing up here.
Right.
So I'm going to asking you guys. I go out there yesterday, and I'm talking to guys. They've got all kinds of Federal Union cavalry. They're fantastic. They're outfitted. I went out to see A.P. Hill's 160th. We had one guy show up with colors, and a lady with Daughters of Confederacy told him and said, "I'm glad you're here. We wouldn't have had anybody for that." So I think you guys know maybe what I'm saying. I know some people. I had one guy tell me yesterday he had a friend that used to come out here, but he stopped coming because he felt a little overwhelmed. So why do you guys do this? And I mean, what made you want to do it?
I kid around and like, I'd say that if you're a reenactor, you're not quite right in the head. There's something off. But to be honest, it's just, I've always been a little bit of a history nut, so to speak, and the Civil War era of America has always really intrigued me, and I also do Union side, so I portray Union and Confederate, infantry and artillery.
Okay.
So it's just whatever the event needs, that's kind of what we portray.
Gotcha. How about you?
Well, it's basically the same story with me. I've been a history buff my whole life. I remember being a little kid, I'd be flipping through the picture books with all the old artifacts and flags in them,
right,
and being all about that. I saw a reenactment when I was 7 years old, and I was hooked from that point.
So, do you also do both sides?
I do as well. I did have relatives on both sides of the war.
I've got pictures of me on my website, and my family goes, my brother told me today, I was showing him with the Federal Cavalry up here, which they do a fantastic job. And my brother said, he told me, he said, it looked like a good day for those good-for-nothing bluebellies. So you still have, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to really talk about politics or anything, but the deepness, there's a lot of people. I went out to Namazine Church, and some of them out there, they know history, but they don't talk about it. People are afraid to talk about it. I lived here all my life. I don't understand it, that part of it, but I understand it and I don't. So I guess that's what I'm saying. What you guys are doing, you're trying to relay what to people? What would you say you're trying to do here?
Well, every single soldier in the war had their own personal experience.
Exactly.
So that's basically what we're trying to relay to people.
Okay.
You've got all these sides of the war. You've got the political side. You've got the private side.
Right.
Just a regular soldier. Just
right.
trying to survive day to day.
Now, for me, like I said, I'm trying to pursue. I'm interested. I don't want to hear the facts so much as what makes people do things.
Right.
Why did we fight? Why did they fight? Why do people still hate each other right to the day? We don't have the conversation. I mean, this is a good place to start, and I'm sure, like I said, you're talking to people. I've got very good friends. Some of my best friends are from like Ohio, but it's going like there are some people, and they just don't care to be. the conversation needs to happen. So I don't have any answers. You know, I'm just saying that I don't know why I'm doing what I do, but thank you guys for talking to me.
Oh, absolutely. No
All right.
problem.